Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Come on in, everybody, one and all. Welcome to the live stream, baby. We are here on this stunning Monday at 11 a.m. for me. And who am I joined here with? Who is there beside me over there?
Hi, I'm Evelyn. Sorry, I didn't know how to follow that up. I froze for a second. I'm Evelyn. And yeah, why am I freezing? I struggle so much, but I'm freaking out. Okay,
you're good.
I'm Evelyn. I also live on authortube, but I tend to live more on the live stream side. But I'm here with Tay, who's one of my besties, and I'm so excited for the stream. And then we have another secret guest in the wings
who's waiting behind stage.
Yes.
Everybody take a good 5 seconds to put your guess in who it's going to be that we're going to throw up. Who is joining us today? Because Natalie is having a party in freaking Disneyland right now.
Listen, I'm channeling her. I have my Disney mug today. I'm like very on theme.
Such a blast. She sent me some little pictures of her time, and she just looks so full of joy and refreshed, and I'm so happy about it. So anybody dropping them guesses, whoever gets it right gets, as Evelyn does, sparkles in the chat. Okay, we'll all blast with sparkles if somebody gets it right. So anybody got guesses for who we're about to have join us? Anybody?
Nobody's gonna get it.
Anybody?
Not a chance.
You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and here he is! The one, the only, and look at that.
I know, someone guessed it. I was like, someone got it
right. Everybody put some sparkles. Put some sparkles in the chat for Sarah. Somebody said Trevor.
Trevor. That would have been a vibe too, actually.
Yeah,
he might still show up.
He's back there. I know. But it was Cody. Hello.
Hi, friends.
Hello. Welcome. Let's
Happy
act
to be
like we
here.
were just, hanging out and talking for like the past 20 minutes.
Right.
But hello, we have so many friends in the chat, and I'm going to go through the little hellos. If you guys, Cody, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi.
Hello. Say hello.
I'm Cody, and I write books, and I post videos on YouTube, and that's what I do. Ghostwriters Club, if you want to go read it, that's my book. Terms and Conditions, that's going to be my book this year, maybe. And then I write fantasy sometimes also during the holiday months. That's the tea on me. Have I killed enough time for you, Fran?
Yes, you did. You did a perfect
Okay.
So Kayla's in the chat. What up, bestie? Okay, me, Ghostwriters Club sitting on my shelf. Oh my God, Cody writes books. Val, you're too funny, bro. Hold on. This one right here.
Yeah, face pressed against the glass.
Soon. I was rolling at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, TAC and purple.
Yeah, hyper-tack and purple.
Woo! Well, hey, howdy. I'm Tay. You're here on my channel. And we're here to hang out, get some writing done. So every Monday, me and Natalie are hold on. My thing's not loading. Wait.
I don't want to own what just happened. Okay, so Walter, this is a new thing, right? That he has learned.
Yeah, did you just like sponge him off?
Well, I've been pushing him back onto my white desk here that's like catty corner, but he missed it and he just fell.
No, Walter.
Poor thing. But he like floundered too. Poor baby. He's okay. He's all right. And now he's learned his lesson. Maybe
for some reason I thought somebody had like made a silly comment like foul again. And I was like, what happened? And then nope. I missed it. I'm gonna have to watch it back now. Dang it. Kingston. Oh my gosh. Hi, bestie. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be on your stream. I love watching all your streams. Keep doing what you. I love you so much, Kingston. You're so
nice.
You're so incredible. Thank you so much for that. Oh my God. Leslie, hello, welcome in. Where was I before? Walter yeeted himself onto the desk. I'm Tay. And
Mhm.
every Monday, Natalie and I are streaming over on her channel, and she, like I said, is out in Disney having a killer time. So we get to have a little fun rally this Monday morning. And yeah, I also post videos here on the internet every Saturday, and then I am currently working on a secret
project.
rom-com. I think I'm gonna stop saying my total word count on the internet now.
We know.
But you two do know. And I will say, last night I wrote like 3,000 words in an hour, and I don't know what happened. I don't know who possessed my body, but
I can't imagine.
Thank them.
I don't know if it's not even a fact of mental. I don't know if my fingers can physically
They hurt. I won't lie.
3,000 words in 1 hour.
I noticed my pinky is what hits the shift button, and I never use does anybody else not use the left shift? I never use the left shift key.
I never use I only use the left shift key.
You don't use the right one?
I never use the right shift key. I've only ever used the left shift key.
Evelyn?
I use both.
Everybody
let us know what shift key you use.
Because hear me out. Left pinky is for shift, right pinky is for enter and backspace, and then thumbs are for the space bar. That's how I've always
I backspace with my ring finger, and then I do hit enter with my pinky. So my pinky's doing double work.
I guess I do hit ring finger on backspace, but my enter is for right pinky.
Everybody's a left. What?
Okay, I'm so glad. I didn't think that was weird. Yeah.
Am I?
Never in my once have I used the right shift key.
Left pinky for shift, right for delete. I use my middle finger for backspace. All these people.
An anomaly. And then I also discovered, based off of the indentation on my spacebar, I only use my left thumb. I never use my both thumbs. I only hit the left. I hit this one spot on my spacebar. I guess
I've never really thought. It depends on what hand I'm typing the end of the word with.
This is crazy. Everybody, this is crazy. You never talk about
it. I don't even think about it.
These are the hard-hitting facts of writing that we should be talking about. Not craft, not
which pinky do you use?
How do you
Which shift key?
I think we've discovered Taylor's secret as to how she writes so fast.
Yeah,
it's clearly
you shift with both hands.
You're right. Well, okay. This is another thought. Now that I'm thinking about it, I also play piano. Cody, you play piano, but I think my right hand does more work, and I'll say my left hand or my right hand is probably more.
100%. My right.
I can do a lot more with my right pinky.
Usually with my left hand, I'm just doing arpeggios.
You're doing octaves and stuff, so it's I'm not really moving. It's not as nimble. Interesting. Okay. Both. But whenever I use the wrong one, I feel when I do it. Yes. When you feel your face do something dumb. Yeah. 100%. Because so in typing land, which we play, it's like a little typing game. It teaches you to use both. Depending on you're supposed to use the shift key for the opposite side of the keyboard is what it suggests.
Oh, that would throw me way off.
Yeah.
I would never recover.
I was I know I'm wrong. I know I'm not doing it right by just using my right pinky, but I can tell because that was what was happening to me last night after writing all those words. Is I was dude, my pinky hurts so bad from just continually being used, Anyway.
And now we know that.
That's one word to call me. Left, middle finger for delete.
That's one word to call you. But you've been called worse, I'm sure.
For sure. I use my right middle finger. That's also a mood.
Yeah.
Okay, when I'm pacing,
ring finger for backspace.
I do ring
middle
finger. I do ring finger for delete, but then if I'm editing, it's middle finger or first finger, and I'm Okay, this is interesting. About to have some lunch. Okay. I hope you're sticking around. Left pinky. Left pinky, right thumb club. Okay, see, I'm right pinky, left thumb club. Wow.
I don't know.
We're learning a lot.
Okay, too much, I'll mess myself up.
I'm not going to know how to type on our first sprint.
What I'm hearing is when we go into our first 40-minute sprint, because we're going to be doing 2 40-minute sprints with 20-minute yap sessions.
Okay.
Info dump
transition
is that everybody should be aware, just for the start of it, be how am I typing? Because I'm so curious when we come back.
I am not going to be able to do that. I'm seriously going to get don't athletes get something called the yips, like pitchers in baseball? If they think too much about how they do it, they suddenly can't do it. I'm telling you now, I can't.
So interesting that you brought that up, because I was just in a conversation the other day where there was someone who like does theater like in the community who has like been dropping out of shows because of the yips. And I had never heard of this before. And so I got educated on the yips, and I'm like, now I'm like, I feel like knowing about yips is what makes it scary. Like, is what's going to lead me to a spiral. Like, I'm just going to wake up one day and forget how my fingers work on a keyboard.
So maybe we don't go through writer's block. We just get the yips.
I don't know. I think yips is different. It's like
Yips
over analyzing.
Yips is psychological. Yeah, there's a Bob's Burgers episode I really love where Bob gets the yips and he can no longer like flip a patty, and it's hilarious. Anyway, it's weird. Like my right hand will do all the moving, and I'll use left for like digits. Interesting.
Yeah, my right hand is really.
It's called Typing Land. Here, I'll put it in the chat for everybody to get. It is free. I don't know if it's available for anything other than Mac, but it is free. It's very fun. Good for kids too.
It's just a website, right?
It's like an app you download, but it's free, like 100%, and it's so much fun. Okay, left pinky for shift, right pinky for. This is insane. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with K Stone. That's literally my typing. And every now and again, I'll get a left thumb on the space, but for the most part, that's how I type. Is like that. Left pinky on the shift, right pinky on the enter, ring finger delete, thumbs for the space.
Yes, 100% thumbs are for spacebar. My right thumb, I guess, is not pulling its weight because it doesn't do jack. Okay, yeah.
There for the ride.
Typing land.
Brooke, so I'm gonna forget how to type because all the finger talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, let's shift gears to what we're working on, where we're at, maybe. Different conversation. Everybody could put that in the chat as well. We can stop overanalyzing our typing abilities because we're all going to have a freak out session for the first 10 minutes of our sprint. Evelyn, where you at? What you doing?
I'm still on chapter 16, but I have decided my chapter 16 is definitely getting split. And before, I was kind of like writing my chapters all the way through and then deciding that I would like split them on my second draft. But for this one, I'm splitting it as I go because I just know, like, I split it up into quarters in my outline, and the first quarter alone was a little over 3K. So I was like, let me split this now. So I'm in the second part of chapter 16. So technically, it'll be like chapter 17, but I have earlier chapters that need to be sliced and diced too. So I don't really know exactly, but technically right now, I'm still in chapter 16.
Very nice, dude.
Cody? For me, I'm kind of like in a limbo right now. I just am sort of coming slowly out of a nice long rest period after finishing the first draft of my fantasy book last year for the 90-day novel. And so I'm kind of just like, for me, January, I usually don't feel the motivation for the new year until about week 3, week 4. And then I'm ready to like take off because I need some just time to like woosah after everything, you know? And so, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to be starting draft 3 of Project Terms and Conditions, which is a paranormal thriller. And that one is on a bit of a deadline. I have until the end of March because that is when I am sending it to my editor. So, but before I get to that, I'm going to be working on in the stream today. I'm working on my 90-day novel mega vlog that I recorded over 3 months worth of footage, over 3 hours worth of footage that I am editing through. And so, yeah, once that is done and uploaded, then I am full speed ahead into revisions and participating in Evelyn's writer games.
Yes. Almost forgot about that for a hot second. Yes.
So excited.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Speaking of the writer games, I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
We all have our oh my God, districts. I was like, all I could think of was what I am. And I'm like, no.
I'm District 5, I believe.
District 5.
That's a thriller.
Lynn, have you decided?
I haven't decided. I'm gonna like do a video, I think, to like reveal it or whatever. But I'm gonna go with either 1 or 4. I think so, either romance or fantasy. My gut instinct was to go fantasy, but then I thought about the point I'm at in the story, and I feel like I could genuinely go either way. Like, because my story, I'm calling it an epic romantic fantasy, which technically I don't think really exists as a genre, but that's the best way I've thought of to describe it. So I feel like I could go one or the other. We'll see. I definitely have to decide soon because it starts in 2 weeks. But
that's like 12 days? Question mark.
Oh, and also not to throw shade, but I do have to say there were bribes being proposed on our FaceTime call the other night.
Because mega announcement, I'm a sponsor, baby. Which means I am a free agent and I can donate my points, my words, my editing to different districts. So Cody was offering
a dozen chocolate chip cookies, guys. A dozen chocolate chip cookies in the mail.
He was like, if you agree to give all your points to, what was it?
District 5 Thriller. Yeah. In perpetuity for the whole, he wanted them for the whole challenge too. It wasn't just cookies for like 1 week worth of.
Crazy.
He was shooting for the moon.
Oh my God,
I plead the 5th.
Cody's still gone. That's so funny, bro.
The way you just exposed me on Beyonce's internet. I was trying to help my thriller people out because there's like 2 of us, okay? And there's like 13 in fantasy. I'm trying to help
people need to know what like energy to match with the sponsors. Like if you want those points from the sponsors, you better come correct.
I'm doing what I can for my people, okay? The thriller people got to stick together.
Jade said, listen, District 5 got to do what District 5 got to do.
And that's what I'm saying, Sarah Jane. We got to do what we got to do. I mean, it is the writer games. And let me tell you something. They didn't say nothing about honesty. They just said odds. And I'm trying to make sure those odds are in my favor. Okay.
That's true. That's true. It is pretty do or die. So that's
thriller. Okay,
so
Evelyn, where do we sign up?
Oh, okay. So you don't actually have to technically sign up anywhere, but if you go to my channel, there's a video that explains all of this very thoroughly and in a very like organized way. Because I feel like if I try to explain it off the cuff, it will sound more confusing than it is. But there's also a Discord that you can join that's linked under that video, and that has a lot of the details in it also, if you like to see it in written form. But yeah, you get to pick your district, and there's 12 different districts, 12 different genres, and then there's sponsors. There's like a whole slew of things to it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check out that video on my channel at Evelyn Writes if you want more info.
Yes.
And there's Discord. We get to hang out and vibe.
She's tagged in the title, so it should be pretty simple just to hit her name. And then I am going to tag Cody. I would have tagged Cody, but it was a surprise. So, but yes. Okay, I missed some.
I saw that Cody had to pull a hey Mitch.
I know.
Right? It's a good bribe. Because it's Taylor's favorite dessert.
It's my favorite dessert, bro. So.
And I make a mean brown butter chocolate chunk cookie. I'm just saying.
Why? No, you're not late. You ain't late, Sarah. We haven't even started our sprint yet. We have like 2 more minutes of yap, and then we are going to commence our first 40-minute sprint. I have my Heaven and Hell Sapphic Romantasy. First of all, that right there alone.
Sold.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. While I wait for alpha readers to get back to me on my trilogy, but I'm hoping there aren't any misspellings today. Sorry, there's a vehicle. Hello. I'm at work, by the way. So if I do just like have to literally disappear, that's fine. So,
yeah, we'll cover.
Anyway. That sounds incredible, Kiki. Wow. Sapphic. I love women. Absolutely. Also, Fal, I have a question for you. What is your zodiac sign? I must know.
Oh my gosh, Taylor.
I must know. Oh, there's a man delivering a package. Okay, you guys talk amongst yourselves about cooking with Cody.
Okay, I think that we may have to have cooking like a competition, because we're gonna be like shipping stuff to Taylor to compete for her points. This is gonna get really cutthroat.
Taylor is not gonna give her address out to just anybody, so I got the inside scoop on the address. I'm gonna look up where she worked. I'm gonna send it to the front desk. I'm gonna say,
oh my God,
Belva, this is for Taylor. because
You gotta send
I'm
Belva
trying-
flowers
Okay,
too, or
I'm
something.
Okay, I'll
And
send
then-
Belva some flowers too. I'm not opposed to double bribing.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
that would help your case because Belva would be like, "Oh, you have to help him now. What a
Yeah,
sweetheart!" Like,
Belva would guilt
You-
her.
are you
and-
talking
and
about
talk-
Belva, my elderly coworker?
Yes, I'm talking about Belva, your elderly coworker.
I love Belva. Everybody,
I've
send your
never
thoughts,
seen her,
prayers, and
but I
love
love
wishes,
her.
'cause
Just
she's
hearing
not
you
feeling
talk about
good
her.
right now. So everybody send love her way because she
yeah,
ain't feeling good.
definitely.
Hearts for Belva.
Okay, guess. I'm gonna guess a fire sign. First of all, I'm like maybe a Sagittarius because Sagittariuses I find to be so freaking funny and witty. Like Alyssa is a Sagittarius, so I'm like. Anyway, last time I was in here, I accidentally wrote that a character is short.
You know,
It happens to some of us.
yeah. I mean, accidents happen.
Sarah Jane's a Sag. Okay. Okay. A
Gemini.
Oh,
Interesting.
We need Natalie's little
wow.
book.
We do.
Except that book threw so much shade at me every single
We
time.
gotta talk about the book, bro. I don't think even Cody knows about the book because Trevor
I
was
don't.
Oh, can I talk about it or not?
Everybody drop your zodiac signs, please. I'm so curious. I love them so much.
Oh, Leo.
Drop
I'm
them.
married to a Leo.
I'm a Leo. And this
I knew I
book-
liked you.
That Natalie had, it hated Leos. Every
To Kingston. Sorry, I was just letting Kingston know. We're doing 2 sprints.
oh, okay.
We'll start soon. Don't worry. Don't worry.
But this book that Natalie had, right? It had all these different things about like what were some of the categories, Taylor? It was like your worst trait, your best, I don't know. What
It
were
was
all
like,
the
yeah, your worst trait, your best trait, like strengths and weaknesses. And then it had like weird little side chapters of like the thing nobody wants to tell you, how you're why
Yeah.
your family, why you're the black sheep of your family,
Yep.
how you're gonna die in a horror movie, like things like
Yep.
that.
And guess what
So-
almost every single one was for Leo. Almost it was like funny to a point. But I really feel I need to send this author a strongly worded letter. Like, I don't want to leave a bad review because as a fellow writer, I would never do that. But like, I feel she should be made aware. Every single time it said Leos have a big need for praise. It was like, you are desperate for praise. Like, and if people praised you more, you would be happier and they
Everyone
would
was
like
you
you
need
more.
affirmation. You need somebody to give you like a pat on the back. Like, and then like if you're not being, adored, then like you hate this person. And like it was constantly like I was
It
like, bro.
was brutal. And Taylor made the point. She was like, and I mean, not to toot my own horn, but this is how I feel. Taylor was like, I feel like Evelyn actually struggles to take
do.
praise.
You do.
Like, and I was like, yeah, this lady's so far off. I want to know what research she did for this thing.
Literally.
Thank
It's
you, Kiki.
crazy. It's
'Cause Kiki's a Leo.
crazy. That's true. But we got a Virgo. I'm a Virgo, baby. I think it's only me and Jordan. It looks like.
Boo.
Hey, you know what I can do? So
Oh shit.
oh crap. Hey, Trevor. Mr.
Mhm.
Aries, the Aries himself.
Yeah, you love Aries, so don't ever take me off the screen
Let's
again.
bring
That
my
was not nice.
chips. My
She doesn't
tortilla
know
chips.
this name.
They're just up there. We got a big bag for me, remember? Because I made my food and
Oh,
it
yeah.
sucked. My food tasted so bad. I was like, I need tortilla chips. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Wow.
Silent.
That was team.
Yeah. Trevor's biggest fan, bro. Oh man.
He
Okay.
saw the Virgo and he was out.
Yeah, tell me about it. Me being with
That's funny.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that is a perfect segue.
Was it? Was it?
If you call it a segue, isn't it a segue?
I mean, it worked, I guess. Cody is the king. I do have to say, Cody, if you watch Cody's live streams,
So
I
smooth,
still
but
cannot figure out how he does it.
It's
The king of
ADHD.
transitions every time.
every time.
Kills it every time.
It's because I don't know how to end a sentence. So everything just ends up feeling like, oh yeah, that was actually part of the sentence you were going to say.
Okay,
Editing
well,
this
I got my
vlog?
Coke and then I'll have my tortilla chips, so that'll be fun.
Tortilla chips.
And yeah.
Hurricane Katrina. More like
Hurricane
Hurricane Tortilla.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start a 40-minute sprint. This is gonna be great. I love that there's so many friends here. We're gonna dive into a 40-minute sprint, and then we're gonna come back to Yap. I'm gonna put up a little banner also because it would mean the world if while you're here, you dropped a little question for us while we're in this sprint. If you want to, procrastinate before you dive into actually writing or doing your productivity, just drop some questions. They could be writing related, zodiac sign related, tortilla chip related, meme related. I really don't care.
Finger related.
I just love to
my gosh.
Yeah,
Don't
remember
give me
you're
the
typing.
though.
Everybody remember
Typing related.
You're typing.
Make sure you really overthink your typing during
Yeah.
this sprint.
Okay, I'm for real. I'm gonna start it now. Okay, ready? Love
Okay,
you
1, 2, 3,
guys.
go.
And good luck. Hey,
Hey.
what's going on? How'd everybody do?
I got through another like 20 minutes of edited
nice.
footage.
All
Still
right.
haven't made it had my total footage make it under 3 hours yet. That's my goal for the next sprint is to get under the 3 hours of footage.
That's crazy. Wow.
I mean, a 3-hour documentary kind of vibe could be kind of cool. Like, I could get
so
behind
much.
it.
I mean, if it ends up being that long, I'm going to post it because I didn't just do all that for nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
as
saying?
you should. As
So
you
however
should.
long it ends up being, it's going on the channel. So congratulations.
Love. Evelyn?
It went okay. I got 318 words, but I was like starting a chapter. And you know, I just really feel like that's the worst. Trying to figure out how to start. So, anyways, but it was good. I got through a good chunk. So
Nice. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I got quite a bit. But I didn't finish the chapter. I was kind of hoping to finish the chapter. So
It's okay. You
big
got one
whoop.
more
How many
sprint.
words did you get? Because I know it's gonna be like 1,200 words or something.
no, not 1,200. I just did 1,059.
Okay. See,
So almost 1,100 is what you're saying.
But work got busy a little bit, so I was helping people out and whatnot. How did everybody do? Let's see. Got 249. Didn't get any writing done, but I worked on character development for draft 2. Okay, hold on. I missed some up here. Project is going well. No writing, but I took down my Christmas decorations while rewatching Bridgerton.
oh, Sarah Jane, we have stuff to talk about because I love season 2. It's my favorite out of all of them. Anyways, okay.
So hype. Okay. For the writing games, can we be writing one project and revising another? Okay, I'm gonna save that. I'll save that question. I will save this one as well. Okay, gonna join the next sprint. Perfect. 577. Nice. 800 words and eat dinner. Thank you so much. I've been playing on Google Maps to find a place to set my fake town, and man, as someone who doesn't live in the USA, so many existing towns sounded fake to me already. That's so real. That is so real, dude. Ian was just doing my G job. Not sure. Am I okay if I even want to start book 0 before the writer games?
There's a few people that have said they're like actually gonna store like projects. It's kind of interesting. It's a cool approach.
Huh. 500 words in a tricky part.
Nice.
So I'm be happy with that. Nice. Well done. Okay, we do have some great questions. Let me pull it up. Okay. I love this one by Fowl. What are y'all's thoughts on sprayed edges? Are they pretty and fun? Collectibles that lead to too much overconsumption? Capitalism slowly strangling the life out of all we hold dear to our hearts? What do we think?
You know, I mean, if you like them, whatever. But in my opinion, they're not needed because, at least for me, there is not one book on my bookshelf that has the pages facing out to where I can see it. So I'm like, what's the point? You know,
like I want to see the spine.
Yeah.
You know?
And whenever you're actually opening it and reading it, you can't really. It's whatever.
Very fair point.
Know. So that's my opinion. I mean, if you like it, never going to yuck anyone's yum. But also, what's the point? It doesn't add any. Doesn't really add anything to me.
Somebody's coming in. Evelyn, what's your take?
Okay, I'll answer while Taylor does her work. But I'm kind of in the same boat as Cody, to be honest. I would say with books in general, as someone who is back in school now as a much older adult, like, you know, I actually prefer to thrift books and get things secondhand anyways. I see it as like saving the life of a book that would like go to the dump otherwise, kind of. So like a lot of my books are pretty like battered and bruised, and I kind of love them that way. To me, it shows that like they were well loved in a previous life, you know, and stuff. So to me, the sprayed edges are very like kind of superficial, you know. Like, I'm with you, Cody. I don't think they're necessary. However, it's not hurting anyone if you have an obsession with
Yeah.
sprayed edges. So
If
like
you
go
like
off,
it,
you
then
know?
if you like it, I love it. And I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie and say
exactly.
that I don't have any with sprayed edges, because I do. For
Yeah.
example, I have this book of the month one that I got, Red City, that has sprayed edges of the
Oh,
city.
nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, the cover's so beautiful and the spine is so pretty. Like that's what I'm
Right.
gonna be seeing most of
Right.
the time, not that. So
Mhm.
it's cool. Don't get me wrong, because I mean, wow, you telling me you put a picture on your on your pages? That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And
Like my 2 cents is like I am way more apprehensive to invest in a book for the first time. Like buy a new book I don't know anything about, but it sounds good. If it's like a big special edition, got the sprayed edge, like as a first iteration of the
Yeah.
book, like I'll be like, I'll just wait and read it on my Kindle. Or I'm like, oh, I'll just wait for the paperback. Like I don't really love that as much. And like The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow, I don't know if it has sprayed edges, but like that one I think is just in like a hardcover. It might have sprayed edges, but that's one book I'm so excited to read, but I'm not buying until it's on paperback. Like I'm just not gonna buy it until I get the paperback because I don't like hardcovers. So that's one thing. But then I also don't like the sprayed edges on paperback. I think that's where it gets excessive. I'm like, now we're just having a good time to have a good time.
Yeah.
And I agree with you guys. And like, if people like it, then go ahead. But I think to just have it only strictly be sprayed edges or nothing, like that's where I'm like, man, like I just want like, can we cut the cost and just give me the regular book? Like,
because I mean, the more things you add to a book,
if I want to invest the extra, like that's where I'm like, if I had a sprayed edged, like beautiful edition of the Count of Monte Cristo, like yes, that's what I will invest in. But if it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I do understand the whole, like, then we get into like capitalism and like over consuming and people buying multiple editions of a book because whatever. But again, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like it's your life, you know? So it's like, there's that side of everything, I think.
I mean, can I add to, I feel like we get into dangerous territory too, when with the overconsumption, people try to act like your loyalty as a reader corresponds with like what editions you buy. Like personally, if I ever make it one day and I'm at like a convention, I would not give a fart if someone came up to me with a mass market paperback versus like a special edition. I would still be equally touched that they took the time to purchase and read my story. And I think that's where we get into dangerous territory. I see it happening a lot with like vinyl too, with like the Taylor Swift vinyls. People feel like they have to buy like every vinyl she puts out, even if they don't have a record player, just to like prove that they're committed. And I think that's where it gets a little dangerous. Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh, Jade's here. Hey, Jade. Sorry, I'm just looking through. Yeah, they're not too bad. I don't mind them. I think I prefer when there's actually like a design on them as opposed to just like a solid. But I will say a black sprayed edge goes hard. It goes so hard. Like depending on the book, I'm like, ooh, that looks good.
See, I like the foiled, like the gold
foiled
foil.
is also really cool.
That's old school, I feel like, but you know, I love that. I will say.
Do we take book boxes /PR? Hypothetically, are you saying like for your future book, Kiki? Because yes, absolutely. But no, like I've never been reached out to like get a book box or like anything for PR by anybody.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Facts. Evelyn's got it. Okay, let me pop back over to our questions. Ooh, hello. Sorry, it glitched. Okay, this one. When was the last time you picked up a horror novel, and why did you do it, and how did it go? Cody, your last read was basically horror.
Yeah, you're right, I guess. I've already tried to
you were horrified, so
so yeah, the last book that I picked up that was a horror novel was it's called The Ritual, and by Adam Neville, I think is how you say his name. It's a British folk horror about these guys who like get lost in the woods in Sweden, and they stumble across this like really strange like pagan burial ground. And there are like, you know, bones under this church floorboard, and it ends up turning all kinds of which way. And while I enjoyed the story, I felt that it was probably about 100 pages too long. It could have been condensed significantly, because by the end of it, I was like, oh, that's it? Okay. Well, okay. And that was my, yeah. I've never seen the movie.
I feel like the movie might slap. You know?
From what I've heard, the movie is nothing like the book. So maybe that's why it slaps.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, that was my most recent
horror read.
I have another one on my TBR. It's called You Weren't Meant to Be Human. And it revolves around a trans main character.
Yeah.
It's like a trans male, and they're like forced to carry out
somebody's coming in. I'm so sorry. Talk amongst
yourself. A baby to term by this society of worms. It's literally like a worm monster from what I've know of it. But it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. Let's see if I can reach it. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this one a while back.
Yeah. You Weren't Meant to Be Human. But this will be mine. Oh, sprayed edges.
Gonna have to redact your earlier thoughts.
I mean,
on the
this is the only way they had this book available, and so I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. You had no choice in that, Ted. That's totally valid.
Evelyn?
I actually do not read horror or thrillers. The last thing that I read that was in that camp was Cody's Ghostwriters Club. Hey, take back that thumbs down.
You read my book, so
I'm about to plug you. I was about to say all kinds of nice stuff.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, I read the Ghostwriters Club, and that is 10 out of 10. I hope Cody doesn't mind me saying, but it gave me very much like Pretty Little Liars vibes, but more adults, like not in any kind of bad, like racy way or anything, but it just the characters are aged up, and I felt like it was more accessible, like something I would enjoy more at this age than I ever did Pretty Little Liars, you know? But it was really good. I will say, I feel like I may be converted in the thriller category. Like I might dabble if I get some good recs. Like I found out that Sarah Jane also is really big into thrillers. So I feel like between Cody and Sarah Jane, I could maybe get some good recs and like start working my way through. But I do not read any horror. I don't even watch like horror films or anything. Like I genuinely get scared. Like I watched Paranormal Activity in high school, and it still gives me nightmares. So like I have to be kind of like careful, you know, but I feel like I could dabble in the thriller you know, genre in that area. So
sorry. Anyway, work things. The last horror I read, I'm trying to reflect back. The only one that I can truly think of right now off the top of my head is a collection of horror short stories that I'm obsessed with. I'm going to do a reread soon, but it's called Flowers from the Void.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Never Whistle at Night.
No. But it's called Flowers from the Void. I'm going to literally drop it in the chat so everybody can go buy it.
Because this is all like indigenous, like dark fiction
I've seen that one around. That looks so good. But Flowers from the Void is a collection by this woman named, I'll put Gianni Washington also in the chat.
I have so many good books just sitting above my desk. I need to look at them.
For real. I feel that. But I read it as an ARC, and I loved it so much that I bought my own copy when it came out, and it was so good. I still like, you know, when like a book just sticks with you and you think about it sometimes, like it'll just hit you and be like, what is that? And then I'll be like, oh, it was.
Oh, the cover.
I know. I was just gonna say I have it pulled up. I love the simpler one that's like the oranges and reds. And
I would say like even Evelyn, like I know you don't read it, but it's horror, but it's very psychological. Like it's very, oh my God. So if you wanted to dip your toes into something, there are still some stories that are like gross and like get gory, but like, oh my God, it's just so good. I'm going to literally take that out today and read that. Cause I'm like, I better remember. Yeah.
Great question, though.
That's why.
Yeah.
Great question.
That was a good
Okay.
question.
How do you go about coming up with a idea/concept for a book cover?
Honestly, my best thing, I usually start by looking at covers in the genre that the book is that I'm publishing in. Like that's sort of my jumping point. And then from there, I just know like what, because we were talking about this actually on Madeline James' stream that I did Friday, where it was like talking about like covers of like vibes over accuracy. So like you want your cover to match more of the vibes of your book than being like actual accurate detail for detail with what's inside the book, because at the end of the day, your cover is your first line of defense as far as marketing goes. And if your cover gives a clear vibe of what your book is about, someone looking for that said vibe will be like, yes, I want this book.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, knowing what to keep accurate, but also knowing what to just sort of, you know your readers and know what they're looking for, like what books they're reading and what covers are on those books, because, you know, that's my best advice.
Yeah, that's great advice. When I was first like getting ready to publish Venture Below, I walked through Barnes and Noble at the time, and I did that where I went through like the YA fantasy section and I just sent over pictures to my friend who's a graphic designer, and we kind of mocked up like a couple different things that I really liked and like attributes of what I was drawn to. And then I also expanded not just to YA fantasy, but just covers I liked designs of in general, you know, and I was like, I like this font, I like this background, like energy, you know, like what it's bringing, like, I don't know why, but it's like calling to me. And so we went through a lot to nail down like the, I guess, template of what the Venture series looks like, because it's all kind of the same template, but just shifted around a little bit. And there's a lot of like hidden depth, I think, also to it. And like you could say the same for your book. And I think that's where it gets fun. Is like you come up with the concept, but then the fun bits happen when you're like, oh, there's actually like the background of Venture Below is actually waves, even though it looks just like texture, it's actually waves crashing. So then it's like that ties into the whole there's pirates in my book. And then with you, it's like there's post-it notes and there's the QR code, which ties into an actual element of the story. And like, of course, mine is super obvious. There's a crown on it. So it's like we're dealing with a princess. So it's like then you get into, you know, it gets fun. But I did.
And one cool thing that I will also say is when you go to whatever section of your book's going to be, don't only look at the common things, look at a way that you could make your cover stand out amongst them. So for example, whenever I went and looked in the thriller section, a majority of the covers were like black and dark gray and dark blue and very like dark toned. And so that's why I made the conscious decision to go very bright and white with my cover, so that it would like stand out on a shelf amongst all the thriller books, where if they're looking at this sea of gray and they're like, oh, what is this very brightly colored spine right here? So, you know, little fun things like that.
Yeah. Kiki also makes book covers, so that's fun. And then also I saw it was way back up there, Kiki. Okay, wait, yes. Hypothetically, she said that. And then also there was, so in a year, would you take my PR box? Yes. If you reach out next year,
would.
Yes. Also, hello and welcome in. Okay, we have some more questions. We'll answer one more and then we'll dive into another sprint. For the writing games, this is for Evelyn. Oh, Evelyn, you didn't answer. Do you want to answer about your cover concepts?
I don't have a cover yet, but I will.
Mood boards are great.
Well, thank you. I will say I'm going to do my own cover. Like I know I'm going to. I love to draw and paint, and I'm practicing digital drawing now. And then I've watched a few like videos on cover design. I will say there's this one creator on Instagram that I recommend following. His username is ez.bookdesign. He does strictly nonfiction covers, but he gives a lot of examples, and I think like has a lot of good kind of messaging around book covers. And then one of the things he suggested was you should always be thinking about texture, which I think is really interesting. And then also to look at vintage movie posters as inspiration. So I have an entire Pinterest board that's just like vintage movie posters that I'll like draw inspo from over time when that time comes. And I'm going to start my cover after the first draft is done. I just want to make sure that like the core elements are there before I start working on it. But that's all I can really say about a cover because I don't have one yet. But it is something I think about quite a bit. So
wow, that's so fun. I can't wait to see like concepts for yours. That's gonna be so fun.
It'll be something.
Okay, and then for the writing games, can we be writing one project and revising another? I'm in the Discord as District 5.
100%. Like really, you're just supposed to pick the district that you're like predominantly working in. Yeah, like I mean, no one's gonna like police you. Like honestly, if you write thriller most of the year and you just happen to be dabbling in mystery during the month of February, you can still be in thriller. No one's gonna, police that too much. So yeah, at the end of the day, we really just want you to pick a genre to like put your points behind, if that makes sense, just to make it fun so we can have that little fun.
Just recommend staying in District 5 because we need points.
He's like,
I can only make so many cookies, okay? I can
Cody's
only make
recruiting now. Cody, you should go and recruit. You can literally go on AuthorTube and find creators and be like, okay,
hey, you write thrillers.
I'm actually going to start doing that. I'm going to do that. If I go in District 1, I'm going to start like recruiting people.
Yeah, I'll be like, hi, you don't know me, but I know you. And I know you write thrillers. And
I know numbers. I saw you put numbers up in this vlog. Yeah.
Please come make some points for my team.
Yes.
Wow. Well, it's time again. It's that time again, guys.
We can do it. We have this, guys. We got it in the bag.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in, clocked in.
Okay, I'm going to put this back up. So if you guys do have any more questions for us, we are going to answer a few more when we come back, and then we'll say our goodbyes. But yeah, let's dive into another 40-minute writing sprint, you guys. Everybody have fun. Good luck, and we will see you soon. Hey, hi.
Hello.
Wow, that flew by.
They really did. I was like, wait, is that it's over?
Hi, Kingston.
Wow. Ooh, I made rice this sprint and started detailed bullet note plotting my book for the games. District 5 is my home. I will not leave it. Both projects are thrillers anyway.
Yes, give
my
us all the
gosh.
points.
Cody, we should just make you like captain of District
I'm
5 at
saying
this point.
today was a success. We recruited one more to our alliance,
Yes.
Our alliance.
to our ranks.
Okay, how did it go, guys? How'd it go?
I'm officially under 3 hours of footage in this thing, so yay!
Nice.
But I'm only up to like 32 minutes of edited footage.
Go Kiki, by the way. Woo!
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love a good outline.
I just finished my trip to Orlando like mid-October, so I was like, oh, that was fun.
Aw.
I was like, we need to go on another trip.
Yeah.
As I
I
sit here and
think
edit.
somebody is going to come in to deliver some mail. So
Okay, well, this will be a great time for Evelyn to tell us how she did.
Yeah, I did okay. I got 406 words. And I will say I'm writing like a very tense scene, I guess, like romantically. There's a lot more angst in
Ooh.
it than I anticipated. Like I feel like this is very much Taylor vibes. Like I was writing it going, oh my god, Taylor would like
let's
Kicking her
go.
feet.
this shit up. But I think I might write. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. I'd actually be curious to hear. But like, I think I may write a second like iteration of this scene and then like see which I
one
like
you like
better
better?
if I like read like start back a little bit and read through it. You know,
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm not making it too angsty too fast because originally I had it be much more of like a misunderstanding that worked its way up to angst. But when I wrote it, I was like, okay, I feel like enough time has passed in the day where like I as a woman would sit there and stew on this and get angrier and angrier to where I don't think it's totally unrealistic that like as soon as he engages with her, she's like ready to like go, you know? So I
Yeah.
think I might write like a slightly more toned down version of the scene and then like go back and read from breakfast, like the scene before this through to here to see what makes more sense, like what fits better. But organically, I went there, bro. And it's funny how like you guys know I stick to my outline religiously. The conversation did not occur the way I originally intended. I was like, I'm gonna write this. It's from his POV, and I was like, I'm really gonna just stay in his character, right? Like his voice, and I'm gonna think about how he would approach this.
Let's
and
go.
it ended up like actually being better than I like originally had written out and thought it would be. And I was like, this is kind of a
That's
vibe.
when you know you're cooking. That's when you know.
Like when the
felt good.
characters tell you something different should happen, that's when you know.
You
I was
You're in
like,
it.
this is kind of a vibe. And I was sitting there going, I don't think I have had a moment yet where I really felt like, you know how people say like kicking your feet while you write, but this kind of felt like a kick your feet. And mine's meant to be like slow burn, you know, like I really wanted it to be like a while till you reach that. But I was like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Even typing this, I'm like, I dig this scene. Like this has me hooked. So anyways, so it was good for me.
That's so interesting because I kind of want to. This made me think about with Project Purple, like how you know how many times I freaking wrote that outline, right? Like, so when I was actually in the drafting of it, it felt like I had created this map. It felt like I gave it away to these characters, and I said, "This is where you're going. Good luck." And like then I like didn't look at the outline ever again. I just kind of followed, like the characters just followed the map, and whatever they did along the way is what they did along the way. It was really cool. And I'd never written a book like that before. And so this one was, I just literally did not once open an outline while I was drafting.
Yeah.
See, I'm like, and obviously this is my first book. So I feel like I'm learning a lot right now, right? On this like journey. But you guys know I have a super thorough, like 30,000 cell outline. And I had it outlined down to like dialogue points, and I think I'm learning that is not the best thing because it has been fairly like limiting, like it
Ooh.
like, I don't know.
he kind of
Yeah,
leaves out
restraining.
space for the characters
Yeah.
to kind of come through, you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think having the core events outlined is really helpful, but I think I went too far with it when I went down to like bullet points of dialogue. I think I needed to leave that be. Because like this is a prime example, and I would say my chapter 8 I rewrote like 3 times and I loved it so much on the third like iteration. It was totally different from my first. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting to like learn as you go.
Like
you know?
a good experiment would be like you have the overall bullet point for like what happens in your outline, you know, but then when you come up to the chapter is when you're thinking through what should happen in the conversation, you know, because that's what like I feel like helps me is I'll have the overarching thing, and then if it's not coming through, then I'll be like, okay, let me sit down and see what do we need to address in this conversation, and like from there, you know. But oh, I love that.
So good. But how did it go for you, Taylor? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I might have not written.
Oh,
I have not written anything. No. So I was torn about where, because basically my characters are going on their first date, and I was like, where are they gonna go? What's gonna be happening? I wanted it to be different, but not like so outlandish that it would be like awkward, you know, for them type of a thing. And so I was like, where do I want them to go? So I picked my setting, and it's a setting I haven't been around been in a very long time. So I was like, I want to get the atmosphere. I want to get the vibes right. I want to get the scent and like what's going on at this place. So I was like,
I think there was a question about how to describe a party in a scene. So it's like, you're literally like answering that right now.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, well, this is what I did. So in order to do that, I went to Pinterest and I was pulling up, I searched the thing like specifically because it's kind of niche what I want to accomplish with it. And so I was like, okay, let me look this up. And the pictures were okay. And then I was like, it's just not flowing because like the next thing I need to write is like describing the location. So I was like, I don't want to just bracket it. Like I haven't bracketed anything in this book except for like factual things I need to check and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me just settle in for a second. So I like watched a YouTube video to kind of palate cleanse. And then I searched up on YouTube, like a walkthrough of this location. And it's not exact, but it's close enough to what I wanted. And I just like was kind of skipping through, trying to like get the vibes. And then I found this one because my book takes place in the Bay Area. So I found a walkthrough of San Francisco, and this video is 4 hours long. So it's literally a guy with a camera just walking around to different parts of San Francisco. And the vibes are incredible. And it gave me like 3 or 4 bullet point ideas for what I'm going to have happen in the date, and like little ideas. I'm like, oh, they're going to walk by like street musicians that are busking and like they're going to have a little interaction. And I was like, that'll be fun. And then I want to have this. I'm like, what is like the consistent thing I'm hearing or like seeing when I'm looking at these images and videos? And I was like, okay, there's always somebody playing music. There is always food vendors. There is always, so I'm like, okay, these are consistent. So I want to make sure when I write it, it feels like you're there. Like you can leave you drop there. So that was really fun. I was doing that probably for the past like 20 minutes, I'll say.
We call that research.
Yes. Yeah, we'll call that research. Yes, we will. Yes,
that's what that was. It really was for your story.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I had a huge blast doing that, and I feel actually really good. I got probably five bullet points and like little ideas, because before, I mean, I had absolutely nothing. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen on this date, but I don't want it to be boring. So I was like, I don't know. Okay. Let me pay attention to the chatty chat now, huh? Let's see.
Chat is popping off.
Hard fought words. Feel you on the angsty scene, Evelyn. Those can give me some trouble. So good job, bestie.
I'll take the pat on the back. I'll take it.
After moving, I am finally getting back into writing my book. Let's go. Believe in you, girl. Ooh, characters officially yearning.
We love the yearning. Love the yearning.
Right there with you, bestie. It is the best feeling. Oh, okay. I recently found this one book where they brought Little Red Riding Hood, but she's hunting down crimes in fairy tale land. That sounds sick. Yeah,
that does sound cool.
That sounds super cool. Okay, we do have some questions. Okay. Let me pop on over. Okay, I did see this one. How do you have advice on getting more traffic to Little Free Libraries? I think you mean like your videos, or do you mean probably, right? or do you mean like your actual little library? Like if you have a little library? Okay. Maybe you can answer which that is in the chat, but I'd say if it's an actual little library, just make sure that you have it in the little library app, because I know a lot of people use that to track them. And then if it's a video, that's a tough thing. I know I always try to look like shocked in my thumbnails. I find those do really well, where I'm like, and for the most part, that's a genuine reaction. And Trevor just knows to like get my reaction on camera, because sometimes he misses it, where I'm like, you're joking. And he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't get it. And I'm like, anyway, but I hope that helped at least. Okay. And then this one, advice on writing a chapter that is based on a party and how to get the details right. So
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
team. So I think I answered those kind of, my actual library. Okay.
On your senses.
Yeah, I would say I have seen people have like Instagram accounts for their little libraries, and they update like with photos when they like put a new like cycle of books in it. Like I've found a couple little libraries that have an Instagram on the inside. They're like, hey, follow us here. And that's been super fun. And then they like keep it updated. So they're like, hey, new books I just put in rotation, like that type of thing. And then, yeah, I guess location is a big thing, but that's one of those things you can't really change, Yeah, I hope more people visit your little library. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from the chat before we say our goodbyes? Before we say bye-bye?
Yeah, Taylor loves a good question. So
I love it.
If you've got one.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, what are you guys' plans for the rest of the day? What are you going to be up to?
I gotta fold some laundry, and then get ready to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. But we're supposed to be getting some snow this week, and I'm really excited about it because I could potentially maybe not have to go to work. So that'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be so. We're manifesting that for you. We'll keep our fingers
Please.
crossed.
Snowflakes in the chat, everyone. Snowflakes in the chat.
Snowflakes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna chill because tomorrow's my first day of the new semester, and I'm like super anxious. I don't know why, but I just am. So I'm probably gonna try and like take a load off and watch some junk TV.
Good.
Watch an old episode of Traders or something.
This new season is so good.
Are you caught up, Cody?
No, I'm not, because I watch it with my neighbor, and we haven't had a chance to hang out and watch it. So
it is so good, though. I know you and I share a love for that.
I know. I may just have to like watch him and then just act surprised whenever I watch it with her.
That's a strategy. I mean,
because like, listen,
trainer.
Exactly. I am a trainer.
Love. I'm going to be cleaning a cleaning closet here at work.
Oh,
pretty stoked about it. I love organizing. I love going through stuff. Oh, I'm going to have a good time. That's all I know. I'm having a great time doing that. So we'll answer this one last question, and then we'll say our parting words. But how do you guys get back into the creative flow? How do you do that?
I don't
feel like I ever leave it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think I allow myself to get out of it. That's why like the live streams really help me actually. Like I'm really rigid about I'm live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I do not miss them unless like I'm taking this week off because it's I always take the first week off like back at school, but otherwise like those are locked in on my schedule. I've heard people say that you should have writing time and you should like guard it with your life. That's the time I like guard with my life are those like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streams, because if I step away from it, I think it is really hard to get back in. Like I took off for Christmas too, and I felt like the whole first stream back, I was just like rereading like my document, the outline, my character doc, my like plot hole doc. I was going through all of it, just trying to like get back into the world. I feel like creativity is not like a lot of people think there's like a muse that hits you. And while that can happen, I think a lot of it is just disciplined and like, hard work, unfortunately. I wish there was like a secret to turn it on and off, but I think a lot of it is trying to stay in it, like Cody said.
Yeah.
Like I agree. And Taylor writes all the damn time too. You can't pry her keyboard away from her.
From my dead head.
Why did you write like you're running out of time?
Yeah,
I do.
Text us at like midnight, like, yo,
like, hey,
I wrote 4K just now in the last hour. So I think it's like a discipline that you just have to
Yeah.
really stick with.
Yeah. I think this is an angle that none of us struggle with of
Yeah, no, I can't
being a
weigh in on that.
parent, being a mom, and having that as a part of your life. But Evelyn,
I was gonna say Brandon Sanderson actually talks about this because he like obviously is married and has a family now. He writes as his full-time gig,
Yeah.
but he has some time that he guards. And I will say for him, at least I've heard he has this like night owl energy. And I think he does write like in the wee morning hours sometimes.
Oh yeah.
To accommodate family time. So I don't know how realistic that is for you because, like, honestly, I couldn't imagine being a parent and trying to write a novel. Like, more power to you. I think that's a huge endeavor, and you can totally do it. I just think that is, yeah, I agree with Taylor. Something none of us could really weigh in on too much. But Brandon Sanderson has some good like videos about this, and he picks time too. But he just has to like, yeah, really work it around family time.
Yeah, I would say like a big thing is just, I mean, it is like a huge thing of like your schedule and like actual like time. Like that's a big indicator, you know, like legit, if you don't have time, that's a big thing. So I think there are ways that you can like, I know for me, back when I was stuck, I did have a time when I was not in the creative flow. I was not doing anything. I was just kind of rotting, you know, and I would spend so much time on my phone, so much time on things that weren't my passions. So I'm not saying you have those, but if you do, maybe just like take a step back and be like, okay, what, like for me, it was this balance of like, what is actual rest? And my phone is not actual rest. So it's like, what am I saying is me trying to rest, but it's actually, you know, like it is brain rotting. Like your brain just kind of rots a little bit, you know? So you're just like, okay, it's a way for me to like have an escape and all this stuff. And so for me, it was like identifying where actually is my time and then figuring out where you can put in writing, you know, like I think that's the first step is like finding that. And then I'd say like for your creative flow, it's like, it doesn't just have to be writing. It could be anything that makes you creative. If it's being, you know, a silly little, like you're coloring in a coloring book or like just something to spark like that side of your brain, I think is what you can be consistent in just throughout your day, throughout your week, your month. And yeah, but it is hard.
I have to point out that Sharna said in the chat, her son's 2. I would also say novels do not have, there's no, in my opinion, there's no like deadline on how quickly you have to do your novel. And when I say guard writing time, 2 is such an age where they're like so demanding. Do you know what I mean? I think even just giving, no joke, an hour, honestly, even an hour every 2 weeks, like anything is like better than nothing, you know? And I think give yourself the grace too, to know that like, you're probably going to be maxed out with your child. Like children, 2 is a huge age. Like we all know that. And you can only do so much. You're human. We all can only do so much. So like
give yourself grace too.
Exactly. So like if all you can do is an hour every other week, that's more than enough. That's more than a lot of people are doing. I talk all the time on my streams about how we're working to be part of the 2%. It's like only 2% of the people in the world actually write a novel. And then like 1% actually publish. You're trying to be part of a 2%. So like give yourself patience and time to reach that.
I also love this. Maybe adventures, trying to find new places, spending time at the library. I love that. Yeah. Let's break you out of your routine. Cause I get that. Like sometimes when I'm stuck, like I feel like we all can find that where we're just in the mundane going day to day, but it's like anything to break you out of that just a little bit, like once a week, like even once a month, you know, just to do that. But that was a great question. And I hope that we helped give a little bit of advice, insight in that. And that's it from us. That's it, man. Let's go around. Evelyn, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Evelyn Writes. I have an actual YouTube handle now. Up to this point, it was like Evelyn394 or something. So you can find me at Evelyn Writes. And we've got lots of cool stuff coming up. I stream 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've got the writer games coming up. I'm going to be over on Saoirse's channel doing a craft stream. We're talking about creativity. So I'll be like drawing or quilting or something. I don't know. I'm like all over. But yeah, you can find me at Evelyn Writes on YouTube.
And Instagram.
Yeah, I am on Instagram too. And I do post, I'm trying to start posting things on Instagram.
So what's your
So-
Instagram handle?
I think it's just Evelyn Black.
I thought so. I
Yeah.
think it is.
If you search up Evelyn Black, you'll find me. The photos are the same, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's me. What about you, Cody?
I'm Cody. I am Cody the Writer on YouTube and Instagram. And I am currently working on a mega vlog that's supposed to go up at the end of January. And then after that, I will be trying to get back to regular weekly uploads because I'm joining the Writer Games and I will be revising my terms and conditions, which is my paranormal thriller, which I'm hoping to publish this year. So
Let's go.
that's me, and that's what I'm up to these days. And this is Honey.
Oh, I did love her.
Your baby.
She's acting like she doesn't want to be perceived, even though she has been trying to get in my lap the whole time.
Oh, well, you're here on my channel. I'm Tay, Taylor Ann Wright. It would mean so much to me if you gave this video a like right now. Just took one little second. It's totally free. Helps me out. It'd be super meaningful. And then when we do head out, if you could comment down below what you accomplished during the stream, your favorite emoji right now, or even a fun fact, that would be sick. And then subscribe to everyone here. If you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time that we post a new video or we go live. And we will see you guys somewhere else on the internet.